Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about some of my favorite winter fragrances. Most of these fragrances are very heavy, they're thick, they're sweet, they're syrupy, they're intense, so they are perfect for the coldest of cold days and coldest of cold nights. They keep you warm and cozy and just feeling comforted. So before we get into talking about some of these winter fragrances, I want to make a quick announcement. So I have done my first collab ever, which I'm super excited about. It will be over on Smurfy Girlie's channel. Her name is Claire in real life. Her YouTube channel name is Smurfy Girlie. Please, if you are not subscribed to her yet, go check her out. She will be premiering the video either, I believe, on Friday or Saturday, one of those days. I'm not sure that an exact date has been nailed down yet, but I do know that it will either be on Friday or Saturday that the video will be premiered, and then she will also be doing a live chat where everybody that has collabed on the video, or most of us that have collabed on the video, will be in the live chat as well. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested. The video is about our picks for our sexiest winter fragrances. So like I said, definitely go check that out on Smurfy Girlie's channel. She is amazing and she does amazing fragrance reviews. She has a very articulate nose. She definitely is more into the niche world. She's got a more discerning nose than I do, so I think that you will really enjoy her channel. I really love it. But anyways, definitely check that out, either Friday or Saturday. I'm not totally sure. I will be posting it on Instagram as soon as I know the exact date and time. I will definitely post that on Instagram for you guys. So anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into my favorite winter fragrances. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is not going to be any surprise to any of you. I just wore this a couple days ago and I adore this fragrance. This is Mugler's Angel Muse. So this is, oh man, it's so good. So Angel was considered, I think, considered the first gourmand fragrance that ever came to market back in 1992. Angel Muse didn't come out until 2016, which was quite a long time from the original release. But this is considered a gourmand for the future. So this isn't as heavy as the original Angel. This has a healthy dose of hazelnut in it that really just kind of tempers that deep dark chocolate smell. It doesn't have quite as much patchouli in it as the original Angel. And I would say it's about as sweet, maybe not quite as sweet as Angel. This is just beautiful. This fragrance lasts absolutely forever. I sprayed it on at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was still going strong at 6:30 at night when I came home. I got a little bit on my sweatshirt, and when I wore my sweatshirt the next day, I could still smell this very strongly on my sweatshirt. It's just a stunning, warm, cozy, beautiful gourmand fragrance. So really one of my favorites for this time of year. Okay, my second perfume to talk about is called Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidee Vanille, and I have not had this fragrance for very long, but I have made quite a dent in it already, especially for me because I don't use a lot of one fragrance, but this did come completely filled to the top, so I've put a little bit of a dent in this one. And I love this. This is a cozy, spicy, beautiful vanilla. So this is mandarin orange, lychee, bitter almond, dark chocolate, Bulgarian rose, violet, vanilla, cedar, tonka bean, white musk, and vanilla orchid. And like I say, this is a dense vanilla. This is a spicy vanilla. This is beautiful. It's really, this is what I'm wearing today. This lasts forever on my skin for being like a vanilla fragrance, which usually don't last very long on me. This one is stunning. Like I say, this is a deep, warm, spicy, boozy vanilla, and it really does smell boozy. Like, it smells like it could have, you know, vodka in there or something. And it's not like an alcohol smell as in like rubbing alcohol. It's like a, you know, liquor type smell. It's just really, really beautiful. I adore this fragrance. Perfect for this time of year. I love it. Okay, the next one that I have to talk about is Club de Nuit Intense by Armaf. So this is a dupe, a clone, whatever you'll call it, of Tom Ford's Noir de Noir, which I also have a little mini of that fragrance. This is some very, very powerful stuff, guys. This is not for the faint of heart by any means. This is a dark, dark, heavy rose, and it's stunning. This is for the coldest of days, the coldest of nights. This is one of those that's going to keep you warm. It's just gorgeous. So this is geranium, saffron, rose, caraway, nutmeg, violet, pepper, amber, oud, vanilla, and patchouli. And yeah, this is primarily an oud and rose fragrance, but it's spicy. It's got the caraway and the spices, but very heavy rose. And the oud is not overpowering in this. This is not like an oud bouquet type rose oud combination. This is the rose is a little bit brighter. It's a little bit it's brighter, it's a little bit sharper than the rose in the oud bouquet. The rose in the oud bouquet is very round, it's very beautiful. It's got the sweetness of the praline that kind of tempers it. This one is a very sharp, bright, crisp rose and oud combination that is spicy. This is stunning. This lasts absolutely forever on my skin, and like I say, is just beautiful for the cold weather. So there is that one. Okay, the next one is one that you will not be surprised to see. This is YSL Manifesto. This is stunning. This is very similar to Dior's Addict. There are definitely some differences, but it's very similar. But I actually like this one a little bit more. So Manifesto is bergamot, blackcurrant, sambac jasmine, lily of the valley, cedar, sandalwood, vanilla, and tonka bean, and it's gorgeous. Really, really beautiful, spicy, deep vanilla. It's like a spicy, ambery, tonka, vanilla fragrance. Just gorgeous. And like I say, very similar to Addict, but definitely its own perfume, but still really, really beautiful. Okay, the next one is one that I have not seen talked about on YouTube very often, but this is a really beautiful fragrance that only comes out this time of year, and this is Clinique's Wrappings. So this is an old fragrance. It's been around for quite a while, and it, like I say, is only offered during this time of year. This is a very predominantly aldehyde heavy fragrance, if that makes any sense. It's very aldehydic. That's what you smell immediately from the get-go, is the aldehydes. But on my skin, this turns into the most beautiful, like crisp, wet, woody scent. This reminds me of walking through a forest that is covered in snow, and you can smell the tree resins and the greenery on the trees, like the evergreen trees. You can smell the, you know, the woodiness of the forest. It's just gorgeous. I love it. This is a sparkling fragrance. It's like a sparkling resinous green fragrance to me that I love this time of year. So this is aldehydes, artemisia, lavender, green notes, nutmeg flower, which I'm not sure what nutmeg flower smells like. I don't know if it's similar to nutmeg. Cyclamen, carnation, orris root, jasmine, hyacinth, rose, leather, patchouli, oak moss, cedar, and sea notes. And like I say, really, really beautiful. Not a safe blind buy by any means. This is going to either be a love it or hate it. This is a vintage smelling perfume, and it is a very aldehydic perfume. So if you do not like aldehydes, you will not like this. That is the first thing I smell when I smell this. But again, really, really unique, really, really beautiful. I do only wear this around this time of year for sure, but I really do love it. Okay. The next fragrance I have to share with you is Replica by the Fireplace. This is beautiful. I am not going to spend a lot of time on this because I know I have talked about this endlessly on my channel, but this is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. This is a brand new bottle of it, and I was so excited to finally pick up the full size. I've been nursing a travel size forever, and I had to have the big bottle. This is pink pepper, orange blossom, cloves, chestnut, gaiac wood, juniper, vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmere. And this is gorgeous. This is chestnuts roasting by the fire. It's stunning. It's tons of vanilla, really vanillic and woody and just beautiful. Perfect for this time of year. I absolutely love it. It is, I think that one could actually be worn year round because it's sweet enough, but I adore it in the fall and winter months. So okay, the next one I have to talk about is one that is newer to my collection. I have had the original for a while, but I just did get the Intense version recently, and that is the Shalimar Souffle Intense. So this is stunning. I love this fragrance. I love the original Souffle, and this really is just a more intense version of that. This does have a little bit more vanilla in it than the original, so that would be the major difference, I would say, but nonetheless really, really beautiful. So this is bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon, jasmine, orange blossom, musk, vanilla, and benzoin, and it is stunning. This is warmth. This is warm, cozy, spicy vanilla. It's got the citrus fruits in the top notes that keep it kind of bright, but really this dries down to the most beautiful, a little bit vintage smelling. It's definitely got that Shalimar DNA to it, so it's a little bit vintage smelling, but the most beautiful kind of vintagey smelling vanilla perfume. I love this. It's so comforting this time of year. It's like a cozy blanket. I love it. Okay, sticking with the Guerlain train, let's talk about Samsara. So this is a beautiful sandalwood fragrance. This is another one that I only wear this time of year. I love wearing this with sweaters. This is the most cozy, beautiful fragrance. I do have the newer formulation of the Eau de Toilette. I don't have the EDP, so I'm not sure what the difference is. I have smelled the like very vintage formulation of the EDP, but I don't know what the newer formulation of the EDP smells like. So I imagine it's probably just a stronger version of this, because when they reformulated it, I imagine that they kept the formulation very similar, just one is more intense than the other. But anyways, this is beautiful. This is an intense perfume anyways, so I don't feel like I need the EDP, but this is green notes, peach, ylang ylang, bergamot, lemon, iris, violet, orris, jasmine, rose, narcissus, sandalwood, tonka bean, amber, musk, and vanilla. And to my nose, this is sandalwood. It's a really beautiful, warm, cozy sandalwood, and the amber is definitely there as well. I get a lot of amber, but mostly predominantly sandalwood. Again, this is one I only wear this time of year. I love wearing this with sweaters. It's so warm and so cozy, and I love wearing this one when it's snowing out. It's just cozy and home smelling to me. Okay, the next one is another Guerlain, and I absolutely love this fragrance, especially this time of year. This is one that I feel like is better in the winter. It's a little too sweet for me for like the spring and summer, and it's a little too heavy for those months as well. But that is Guerlain Insolence. I do own the EDP. This is the EDP, I'm sorry. I do own the EDT version as well, but the EDT smells exactly like the EDP. It is just a little bit lighter. This one is just a little bit heavier. So I definitely don't feel like you need both, but this is gorgeous. This is a sweet, beautiful violet fragrance. It's a heavy violet though. So this is violet, raspberry, rose, orange blossom, sweet resins, and balsams, and tonka bean. And it's beautiful. Like I say, this is a sweet, thick, syrupy violet fragrance. It's just beautiful, and I love it for this time of year. Very cozy. very feminine, very sweet, just really, really beautiful. Okay, and the last fragrance that I have to talk about is one that many of you have been asking me about, and that is Chopard Casmir. So this is an older bottle that I picked up. I did pick up a partial bottle, so mine is only about half full. Like I say, this is an older version. This is stunning. This is a vintage smelling vanilla fragrance. So if any of you are familiar with the vintage version of Vanilla Fields by Coty, I do think that you would, and if you liked that fragrance or enjoyed that fragrance, I do think that you would enjoy this. If you were looking for a more modern vanilla fragrance, I do not feel like you would enjoy this because, like I say, this is a very vintage or classic smelling vanilla. This came out in the 90s and so did Vanilla Fields. So like I say, they smell very, very similar. This one is a little bit more high quality than Vanilla Fields. I do own a couple of vintage bottles of Vanilla Fields, and to my nose, this smells just a little bit better quality. They're using a little bit better ingredients. Vanilla Fields is of course a kind of drugstore fragrance that you can get. And don't get me wrong, I love Vanilla Fields, but this just is a little bit higher quality. So this is peach, apricot, blackcurrant, raspberry, mandarin orange, carnation, cinnamon, vanilla, benzoin, tonka bean, and a papanax, if I said that correctly, which I'm not totally sure what that is. But this is really beautiful. This is a cozy, spicy vanilla, and like I say, this is a vintage smelling perfume. Not a safe blind buy by any means. Really, really beautiful though, but they are using kind of those vintage notes. The peach and the carnation are kind of notes that were used in older perfumery, and they kind of create this vintage style perfume, which I would definitely say is this. So those of you that have been wondering about my thoughts about this, that's what I would say. I would say it's a vintage style vanilla perfume. It is not a safe blind buy by any means. This is beautiful. It dries down on the skin to be like Vanilla Fields, really, but just a longer lasting, better quality Vanilla Fields. So anyways, guys, that one I absolutely adore. So those were my 10 fragrances that I will be wearing a ton this winter. I love them. These are all kind of comforting, cozy fragrances for me. They're sweet, they're thicker, they're more intense. They're really appropriate for the very cold weather that we will be coming into very soon where I live. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Definitely don't forget to go check out Smurfy Girlie's channel and the collab video that many of us in the fragrance YouTube world participated in. Definitely don't forget to go check that out on her channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!